Hey friends, welcome to the Unconventional Backpacker. I'm here in Rocky Mountain National Park near Thunder Lake. All right, so we are hiking down now from the campsites down to Thunder Lake, which is about a 10-minute walk, even less if you're hustling. But one advantage up here is they have a privy. I just want to show you really fast. Some sites may have like an outhouse kind of thing. This certainly is not a bathroom, but you have a little spot to do your business. It's out in the open. Interesting system. I've never seen this before. There's no water in there. You just do your business, and then there's a little lever on the side, and you just stomp on that lever about 5 times. And there's a little conveyor belt, and it just kind of takes your waste away. Interesting little setup. This goes out into a nice little area where you can camp. And then further down just a little ways here, there are places to keep animals. So you can tie up, I guess, horses here. There's also a pen here to keep animals. We will continue on. Thunder Lake is just ahead. We also find a cabin here. There are a couple Forest Service guys staying here right now doing some work. I think most of the year this is probably vacant. I don't think people stay here very often, but Forest Service persons will. And then Thunder Lake. Very beautiful, a little windy here. This is Thunder Lake. Beautiful Alpine Lake, crystal clear water, surrounded by just majestic mountains and peaks. Oh, doesn't get any better than this. To get to Thunder Lake, it's about a 6.8 mile hike. There is a little bit of a shortcut you can take. It's a little over 6 miles, but it is uphill most of the way. It's strenuous, especially with a 45-pound pack on. So here we are at Thunder Lake, but I'm going to continue on now, try to find a little social trail around here. It'll take me to Box Lake and Eagle Lake. Okay, I found the little social trail, so I'm going to follow this a little ways and try to get to Box Lake and Eagle Lake. So just on the social trail heading towards Box Lake. It's been really easy to find and follow. I do have my GPS, my Garmin GPS, so I know that I'm on the right track, so I won't get lost, but this social trail is super easy to follow. I gotta say, this morning I was just feeling kind of the loneliness, and the thought went through my head if I could just pack up and head home, cut this trip short. But I pushed through that, and I'm so glad I did. Oh, this is just so amazing up here. I'm just struck by the majesty of God and the glory of His creation. I'm so glad I stayed. This trek to Box Lake looks like it's only about a mile, and I'm probably a quarter mile into that. So it's going very smooth. I should be there very shortly. Oh, look at this view. This trail to Box Lake it's not nothing. You're scurrying along the side of a mountain here, but the trail is discernible. But oh, it's just getting beautiful out here. Oh, still on my way to Box Lake. I gotta say, I got a little lost there. Here's a spot where it kind of flattens out and there's a bunch of trails everywhere, and it was hard for me to find the right trail. Fortunately, I had my Garmin GPS, so I was able to figure it out from there. If I hadn't had that, I might have been in trouble. Anyway, Box Lake is not far up. Here we are. We're just coming up to Box Lake. Finally made it here. You know, this is supposed to be a mile to Box Lake, which I believe it is, but I could usually do a mile in, oh, what, half an hour or less. Oh, but this was rather crazy. Getting lost a little bit, having to scurry around some boulders, climb up a mountain a little bit. Oh, it was, gets your heart racing. It's only a mile, but it's no joke. So here we are, coming out now to Box Lake. You can just see these majestic mountains all around. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Whew. Here we are, Box Lake. A little windy here. Woo! Beautiful Box Lake. Here we are again, Box Lake. Beautiful Alpine Lake, Rocky Mountain National Park. Woo! It's pretty windy out here. Woo! Finally made it to Eagle Lake. It is very windy here. It was a fun little trip. Didn't seem very far, but getting lost, following Karen's, looking at my GPS, I finally made it. Ah, neat little lake, Eagle Lake. Woo! Sure is beautiful here. There's another lake just beyond this, Frigid Lake, but it's about 1,000-foot elevation gain and no trail going to it. I'm a little concerned about that one, so I think I'm not going to try for Frigid Lake. I will be content with Box Lake and Eagle Lake, and then I'll head back to camp and hopefully have the energy to try to get on to Falcon Lake, which is kind of opposite my camp. So we'll see if we can do one more lake today, but I gotta take a break now, eat some lunch, and then head back. So here I am at Box Lake again. I took a little break, had something to eat, refilled my water, and I said my daytime prayer from the Liturgy of the Hours. Now I'm set to say goodbye to Box Lake and to head back to Thunder Lake and my camp. And I made it back to Thunder Lake. Trip back from Box Lake was a lot easier than the trip out there. Didn't get lost as much, but still needed my GPS at one point. So glad I have it.